I'm going to tell you one of the biggest reasons why you feel disconnected in your business. I'm not saying that you do, but there might be something within your business that you're like, I don't know, like could be flowing a bit better, or I don't know, like I've been in this like realm for a little bit now and I'm ready to expand it out a little bit more now. And like there's always growth, right? You're always wanting to grow. And business requires such a different mindset and energetics than any other thing in the entire world, right? Parenthood, yeah, we need to learn a lot about ourselves, and we do through parenthood. But really, we learn so much about ourselves when we're building a business. And a lot of the things that happen is we get into this let's fucking go kind of energy, especially when we first start out in business and we're trying to build our business, and we've got this like drive and determination and all this like built up pent up energy that we're just waiting to burst out there. And then sometimes things don't quite land the way that you would like them to, or you start listening to your coach more than your inner self. There's lots of things that can happen, right? So we get into this frequency of business growth, okay? And then when we switch it into scaling, it's a different frequency. Okay, it's completely different, because at the beginning you're finding out your systems, right? You're creating systems, you're creating offers, you're putting things together, you're doing your own branding, and you're probably doing your own email system and all this other kind of stuff. And then as you grow, it's like you start putting bits of your business into other people's hands, like a VA or maybe a branding person. And then like, so there's little bits of yourself that are like maybe still in growth mode instead of scaling mode. Because in scaling mode, it's a different kettle of fish. Okay. You don't have to prove your systems, they've already been proven. You don't have to create new programs and new offers the way you did at the beginning. It's got like a different feel to it. And I don't know, maybe you could have lost yourself in business along the way because you're trying to do things the way your business coach tells you to, or the way some chick on social media said, it's like the reason you're not making the money that you want to make is because your systems aren't in alignment. And then you're there going, oh, my systems are in alignment. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. And then we start second guessing ourselves, and then maybe you've had a lot of growth, and then all of a sudden the growth kind of stagnates a little bit, and then you start questioning things, and then like we're human, right? It's like the only thing that is going to run at 100% of the time. I mean, not even robots can do that anymore, like at one point we thought robots they can do everything all the time and it's perfect. And it's like, no, even they need to recharge their batteries. So the only real thing that can go constantly all the time without needing a break and is always perfect is God. Not anything of this realm here. Okay. So if you are in the process of going from growing your business to scaling your business, you need to embody a different kind of leadership. You need to be able to lead yourself differently. You need to be able to embody the things that you know differently. Okay. So this is where I come into play. I'm like the embodiment guru. I don't like calling myself a guru, but I just felt like I needed to drop that. Wow, that sounded funny. My notifications are coming through. My laptop's like making these weird noises, which is fine. So what do you do? What do you do other than hire me? What do? You need to calibrate properly to where you are going. Okay. You need to really have that vision very clear, very cemented in. That is what I'm working for. And every time you kind of wobble a little bit, focus on that. Focus on what you've already created and how amazing it feels to lead like that. But sometimes it's like this little bit of a, my business is just not lighting me up like it did, because you still are in building frequency, and we need to shift your embodiment into soul leadership. We need to shift your embodiment to not just be growth, but actually hold the vision and to be able to work from the vision. Okay, because you're no longer building, but you're not yet where you want to be. So we've got to just bridge that gap, just that little bit. And we do that with mindset, energetics, and embodiment. Okay, leading with your intuition, your soul, your heart, whatever you want to call it. But it's like leading yourself and leading your business into that higher frequency. It's a different capacity. Okay, so please, if you're at a certain level of business, don't keep trying to run your business like you did at the beginning. Okay, you need to understand that your business is different and also you are different. Okay, so tap into that deeper level of embodiment and lead from there.